In this video, we're going to continue exploring the scalar product, and specifically we're going to look at how to use it to solve problems involving closest points. So for example, say you've got one vector in 3D and another vector in 3D that passes underneath, so it's skew because they're not parallel and they don't intersect, but we want to know what's the distance between those at the closest point. That's the kind of thing we can use the dot product for. Let's take a look at how we do this. So let's begin with the simplest case where we've got a line. So the line is 4i minus j plus k plus lambda I plus 2j plus k. And we want to find the closest point on the line to the origin. So we'll start with a picture. So this is really useful in these questions. Always give yourself a little diagram. So here's our line and here's the origin. And so what we're doing is we're trying to find the closest point on the line to the origin. So that's going to be a point, say, here. And it's where this distance is minimized. No other point on the line has a shorter distance. Now notice the geometric property of this. The closest point on the line to the origin, let's just mark this as the origin, is the point where we have a 90-degree angle between the line and the line to the origin, where the line to the origin is perpendicular to our vector straight line. So we're going to use that property, and in particular we know that if we take the dot product of the direction of this vector and the direction of the line to the origin, it should equal 0 because we want it to be perpendicular. So here's how to think about this. We want a way to describe an arbitrary point on the line, and so we'll do that by saying, well, there'll be some particular of lambda which gets you there. And so its coordinates will be 4 and then plus 1 lambda. So that's 4 from the position vector part and 1 lambda from the direction vector part. Then its y value will be minus 1 from this part and 2 lambda from this bit. So minus 1 plus 2 lambda. And its z coordinate will be 1 from the k here and then 1 lambda from the lambda k here. So that's 1 plus lambda. So that is the coordinate of this point. Now let's give this point a name. It doesn't really matter, it just helps us label it. Let's just call it the point A. Now what we can say is, well, what's the vector OA? Well, the vector OA in this case is nice and simple. It's simply the coordinates of A minus the coordinates of O. So that is also simply 4 plus lambda minus 1 plus 2 lambda and 1 plus lambda. Now you see in the next question when it's not the origin but another point that this step is a bit fiddlier. But for now that is our vector OA. And now we can use the property that the vector OA is perpendicular to this straight line. And so we can use the dot product here and we can apply it to the directions. The position vector of this straight line doesn't matter. What matters is its direction. So what I can say is the direction vector of the straight line, which is here, it's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, dotted with the vector OA, needs to equal 0. And it needs to equal 0 because that ensures that that line OA is perpendicular to the line. And if it's perpendicular, it means we've got the closest point, A. So we set this equal to 0. We use our dot product to expand this, and we get 4 plus lambda, that's 1 times 4 plus lambda, plus 2 times this stuff, so that's, well, it's actually negative, so minus 2 plus 4 lambda, and then plus 1 plus lambda, and this equals 0. So gather up my lambdas. I've got lambda plus 4 lambda plus lambda is 6 lambda. And then I've got 4 minus 2 plus 1 is 3. Subtract that from both sides and I get a negative 3 here. This means that lambda is negative a half. So there's lambda. And so if I want to work out the position of A, I can just sub lambda equals negative a half into this coordinate up here. So 4 plus negative a half, so that's 4 minus a half is 3.5. Minus 1 plus 2 lots of negative a half, so that's minus 1 minus another half is minus 2. And then 1 plus negative a half is just a half, so 0.5. And so there is the closest point on the line to the origin. So to summarise, we just gave this point an arbitrary coordinate given its constraint that it's on the line, and then used the dot product setting the direction of the straight line with the direction of OA equal to 0. Okay, do work through this question on your own to make sure you understand, and then we're going to make this a little bit harder by just changing it to this. So rather than the closest point to the origin, we want the shortest distance between the line and this point here, 3, 2, 8. So we're going to start this in very much the same way. Here's our line. Now this point here is not the origin anymore, it's the point 3, 2, 8. And let's say this is the closest point on the line. If it's the closest point on the line to 3, 2, 8, then this will be a right angle. We can call this point A, and now let's give it some coordinates. So if it's on the line, well, this is precisely the same as before. Its x-coordinate is 4 plus lambda. Its y-coordinate is minus 1 plus 2 lambda, and its z-coordinate is 1 plus lambda. So that's the same as before. What's different now is that rather than this being the origin to A, let's give this a name, let's call this B, we want the vector B to A. So not the origin to A, but B to A. And so we're just going to find that by taking the coordinates of A and subtracting the coordinates of B. So that's 4 plus lambda minus 3, so that's 1 plus lambda. And then negative 1 plus 2 lambda minus 2, so that's negative 3 plus 2 lambda. And then finally 1 plus lambda minus 8 is negative 7 plus lambda. And now we can use the fact that this dotted with the direction vector of our straight line should equal 0. The reason why is that we want this to be 90 degrees. So we do the same thing that we did before, it's just this time we're taking the direction vector, which is 1, 2, 1, and dotting it not with OA, or sorry, not with OA, not with the origin to A, but B to A, which is 1 plus lambda, negative 3 plus 2 lambda, and negative 7 plus lambda. And we want to set this equal to 0. So I expand this just like I did before, 1 plus lambda, and the next line, negative 6 plus 4 lambda, and the final line is negative 7 plus lambda, and all of that has to equal 0. Gather the lambdas, that's lambda plus 4 lambda plus lambda is 6 lambda. Gather up everything else, 1 minus 6, that's minus 5, minus another 7 gets us to minus 12. Add that to both sides, and I get lambda is equal to 2. Now, this question is actually asking for the shortest distance between the line and that point. So if I just flick back to the previous question, it was find the closest point. So we just have to find the closest point. Now we're finding the shortest distance. So of course we could find the coordinates of A, but it's not actually necessary because really what we want is the distance between A and B. So rather than finding the coordinates of A, I actually want to know what the vector BA is. And we have that all set up here in terms of lambda. All I need to do is sub lambda equals 2 into this. So 1 plus 2 is 3, and then negative 3 plus 2 times 2, so negative 3 plus 4 is 1, and then minus 7 plus 2 is minus 5. So that is the vector BA. And so the shortest distance is just the length of that line. It's the modulus of BA. And so I can just use Pythagoras for that. Right? It's the square root of 3 squared plus 1 squared plus 5 squared. So 9 plus 1 plus 25 is 35, and that's the square root of 35. And I'll just leave it in exact form. Finally, this question here. This is the hardest style, I suppose. The line L1 has equation r equals I minus k plus lambda 2i plus j. And the line L2 has equation r is 2i plus k plus mu I minus k. I'm just going to convert both of these into column form. It'll just make it a little bit easier, I think, to see what's going on. So this one here, the position vector is 1, 0, minus 1. And then the direction vector is, well, it's 2 in the I part, 1 in the j part, 0 in the k part. And then this one here, I'll just write it below so it fits in. The direction vector is 2i, 0j, and then 1k. And then the direction vector is mu times 1i, 0j, and minus 1k. Alright, so the shortest distance between these two lines. So these are going to be skew lines. So you've got two non-parallel lines which do not intersect. So I'm going to draw them like this, but let's just be clear that that's passing far below. And let's say that here is the shortest point. So if that's the shortest point, it must mean that this is a right angle and this is a right angle. So we're going to use both of those properties. So let's call this point here A, and let's give it a coordinate. So here's A, and the coordinate of A, since it's on the line L1, well, it's got coordinates 1 plus 2 lambda. That comes from the 1 here plus the 2 lambda here. It's got 0 plus lambda, so that's just lambda here. And it's got a minus 1 plus 0 lambda, so minus 1 here. And then B down here, well, that's on L2, so its coordinates are 2 plus mu and 0 plus 0, so that's just a 0 here, and then a 1 minus mu here. Now, if we're going to be able to use the fact that these are right angles here, we first need to find the vector AB, because our strategy is going to be find the vector AB and use dot products to ensure it's perpendicular to L1 and L2. So the vector AB is just the coordinates of B minus the coordinates of A. So coordinates of B minus coordinates of A, so that's going to be 2 plus mu minus 1 plus 2 lambda. So let's do the numbers first. 2 minus 1 is 1, and then it's plus mu, and then minus 2 lambda. And let's do the I components next. So the j components next. That's 0 minus lambda. So there's an easy one there. That's just minus lambda. And then the k components is 1 minus mu minus negative 1. So 1 minus negative 1 is 2. And then it's minus mu. So that's AB. So what I need to do now is this vector AB dotted with each of the direction vectors here and set them both equal to 0 because it's perpendicular to L1 and it's perpendicular to L2. So if I first do this with L1, I'll take the direction vector of L1, which is 2, 1, 0, and I'll dot that with 1 plus mu minus 2 lambda minus lambda 2 minus mu. So let's just expand that. So I get 2 plus 2 mu minus 4 lambda. And the next line is minus lambda, and the final line is 0. So all of that's equal to 0, and so if I neaten that up a little bit, I get 2 mu minus 5 lambda equals minus 2. Okay, if I now do the same thing for L2, I'll take the direction of L2, which is 1, 0, minus 1, dot it with AB, so 1 plus mu minus 2 lambda, and minus lambda here, and then 2 minus mu here. Expand that, and I get 1 plus mu minus 2 lambda, 0 for the next line, and then that bottom line, minus 1 times 2 is minus 2, and then I've got plus mu here, and that has to equal 0 because it's perpendicular. Neaten that up, I have 1 plus 2 mu, so 2 mu minus 2 lambda, and that's 1 minus 2 minus 1, so that equals 1. And what we've got here is just simultaneous equations, right? I've got these two lines with two unknowns. So I can actually just subtract these, right? They're set up nicely for that. So 2 mu minus 2 mu is 0. Minus 5 lambda minus 2 lambda is minus 3 lambda. And then minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So we get lambda equals 1. And I can now find mu by subbing in, because subbing in here I'm going to get 2 mu minus 2 equals 1. So 2 mu equals 3, and we get mu is 1.5. So now that I know those, I can just sub these into AB, and then I'll have the vector AB, and I can then find its modulus to find the shortest distance between the two lines. So what I learn is that AB is in fact 1 plus mu, so 1 plus 1.5 is 2.5, minus 2 lambda, so that's lambda is 1, so it's minus 2. So we've got 1 plus 1.5 is 2.5, minus 2 is 0.5. So that top line is just 0.5. Next line is just minus lambda, so that's simply minus 1. And this one is 2 minus mu. So 2 minus 1.5 is 0.5. So we want the modulus of that. So the modulus of AB is the square root of 1/2 squared plus -1 squared plus 1/2 squared. Key that all into the calculator and you get root 6 over 2. And there we have it, the shortest distance between the two lines. So that's how you use the dot product to find shortest distances between lines and the origin, lines and points, and between two lines.